What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. It's officially pie season. Coming from Europe, I don't know much about American pie, so it's time to try a couple of slices and explore the territory. But we're not just going to be trying any pie, we are going to be trying pie from Milk Bar. Milk Bar is a very popular, very well established and pop culture heavy bakery here in the US. And for those of you who remember, I've actually tried one of their most popular items here on my channel before, which is their funfetti birthday cake. The other item that they're very well known for is their pie. So here we are. I ordered my pie slices from the local Milk Bar location, and I have to say, I was very impressed with the customer service. They gave me a little note, and this note almost made it feel like a PR package. It's handwritten. It says, first, thank you, smiley face. Second, we're glad you chose our delicious treats. Third, enjoy the sweets. This even rhymes. This is like one of those poems that I wrote in elementary. But let's get to the important part. We have 3 different pies to try. That's all the flavors they offer, so here we go. Now, I do have to say, as cute as that note was, maybe they just ran out of store bags, because this reminds me of one of those bags that you get on the airplane to puke in. Not very appetizing. And the pies come in this. It's kind of like Starbucks takeout. The first pie that we're going to be trying is the classic Milk Bar pie, which is the one that they're known for. Not even the website tells you exactly what flavor it is. They just give you this endless story of how it was created by accident and how everyone was so impressed and how it was revolutionary and how it is somewhat close to a chess pie. Let's remove the razzle dazzle. It's a chess pie. Now, it seems like the whole company is on theme with this brown paper bag, and I'm not really a fan of it. I like the sticker. The sticker seems super fancy. It pops out and it kind of contrasts with the brown paper bag, so whatever. All right, now this is what the infamous Milk Bar pie looks like. I have to tell you, it looks a little flat. The top looks not good either. It almost reminds me of a moldy piece of cheese because of the confection sugar that you see here. The look, I don't know. It most certainly looks like it was mass produced and it's kind of small. These aren't cheap. One of those is $7, which for LA is actually cheap for a piece of cake. But the whole pie, imagine a whole pie of this, it's close to $60, and I'm not even gonna go down that rabbit hole. Now, unless the flavor blows me off my feet, I'm not gonna be happy with this. I do have to say it smells like something I would love. It smells very buttery, almost like a croissant, but hey, let's see. This is unlike anything I've ever tried before. It's weird. Now we're gonna approach this 2 ways. Let's start with the crust. The crust is chewy. The crust is chewy in a chewing gum way. While all the filling was already down my throat, the crust was still there in like a small chewy ball. It's very strange. I don't know about you, but usually I like a buttery, crunchy, fall apart, crumbly crust, not a chewy crust. This is even a way to do a crust, or is this just old? Now the filling or the flavor of the pie, it's butter and sugar. I understand why it sells. It definitely tastes better than any Starbucks pastry, but it's nothing special. I don't know, it feels a little cheap. There's also grease all over my fingers, and I feel like any grocery store bought pie would taste better than this one. Let's move on to a pie that looks like I'm gonna love it. This is the classic chocolate pie. It's definitely a little thicker, not twice as thick, but a little bit thicker. The texture is much better. It looks like they sprinkled actual cocoa on there or small chocolate flakes. It looks chewy, it looks ooey, it looks gooey. The crust looks good too. I cannot wait to take a bite. This looks like a chocolate pizza. I love it. I don't think I've ever had a chocolate pie before, so my hopes are high. Oh wow. Now this is a party. The crust is still shit, but the filling is amazing. It doesn't taste like cheap cocoa, it really tastes like rich chocolate. I feel like they poured bars and bars of dark chocolate in there with butter and everything you put in there to taste good and block your arteries. I love it. This is my kind of pie. If I ever go to a place that serves pie, if they have a chocolate pie, that's my pie. Now, the classic Milk Bar pie might have been the first one, but the chocolate pie is definitely a whole lot better. I would just think the Milk Bar pie is sweet and boring. This one actually has flavor, and it could pass as homemade if you buy the whole thing and throw it into the oven maybe. Still overpriced, but at least you get a good dessert out of it. The last pie flavor that we're gonna be trying is a classic pumpkin pie. Now this is a seasonal item, and I have to show you the back because they did this with the chocolate pie as well. They have a little sticker that says the flavor of the pie. Now here's my theory. They pack all of these up in some warehouse, then ship them like this to their locations to make them seem baked and fresh. Don't quote me on this, but it's a little suspicious. Now, this is what the pumpkin pie looks like, and this is arguably one of the saddest pumpkin pies I've ever seen. It looks like a piece of soap. The top cracked. Usually a pumpkin pie is almost like a mousse. This has a Play-Doh texture. I did not put these in the fridge. I left them outside. They should be just fine. But now this seems like where the reality of the company is coming out. It's all just, you know, done quickly and marketed to seem fresh. I mean, when I press down on this, the fat is coming out. That's not liquid. It's like I'm squeezing out a pimple. It goes everywhere. The confection sugar, again, gets lost completely. It actually doesn't help the product at all. Not the milk bar pie, not the pumpkin pie. It makes it look expired, and I'm really not impressed with how thin it is. Yeah, okay, the crust is all the way filled up, generous if that's what you want to call it, but it's really not. This is literally a third of the thickness of a good homemade pie. This is kind of like a energy bar, even though it's really not. This is, I don't know what. This is gonna get your heart racing, and that's about it. What are these flavors? I don't taste any pumpkin. I taste nutmeg, I taste cinnamon. That's fine. Again, crust sucks, chewy and weird. I don't like that texture. This is definitely softer than the chocolate pie, but not as greasy as the milk bar pie. Like I said, it reminds me of Play-Doh. No pumpkin flavor at all. I do have to say, it's not unpleasant, but the main flavor is probably all these fall spices and sugar. I don't taste any pumpkin. I would not be surprised if there's barely any pumpkin in here and just orange food coloring. Again, not too impressed with the pumpkin pie, and quite frankly, any of the pies apart from the chocolate one. But hey, that's probably biased because I love chocolate. It just puts a red mist over me and I can't think straight, and I just eat it all within a matter of seconds. To conclude all of this, I don't know, I have to say I did enjoy the classic Funfetti Milk Bar birthday cake that they're most known for a lot. I thought it was fresh, of course very sweet, but it really tasted like a birthday cake. There was a good balance of textures and flavors, but this is not the case here. I don't know, if you want to try it once, give it a go. If you see it at a party, give it a bite, but you're most probably gonna put it back because it's nothing but sugar and fat. With that being said, I do think it's fun to stop by Milk Bar for a sweet treat or a piece of cake. If you know what you're getting yourself into, just make sure you're not buying one of those overpriced whole pies and bring them to Thanksgiving dinner, because your grandmother's probably gonna kick you out. Don't believe everything you read online, they're really not that great. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and let me know if you think of any other viral treats, snacks, pastries, anything that you guys would like me to get and try for the very first time together here with you guys on camera. Write it down below. I will try to get my hands on them somehow and make it work. Until then, see you soon and take care. Bye.